Hey YouTube, Wesley Craig here, your trusted Silicon Valley realtor with more real estate tips, tricks, information, and education. Do me a favor and smash that subscribe button so we can get more information to you and help spread it to others as well. In this video, we're diving into how to determine the value of your home, whether you're planning to sell, refinance, or just curious. I've got a comprehensive guide for you. All right. Let's do this. First up, let's talk about online evaluation tools. Websites like Zillow, Redfin, and Realtor.com offer instant property valuations using automated valuation models or AVMs. These tools are used algorithms that consider recent sales in your area, the size of the property, and other factors. As you can see, you simply enter your address and the tool provides an estimated value. It's quick, free, and gives you a ballpark figure. But remember, these estimates can sometimes be off. They might not account for unique features of your home or specific local market nuances. For a more accurate and personalized valuation, you can get a comparative market analysis or CMA from a real estate agent, like myself or an agent in your area. A CMA compares your home to similar properties that have recently sold in your area. An agent will look at comparable properties or comps, similar in size, age, location, and conditions to your home. They'll adjust for differences based on your home and the other comparable, like an extra bedroom or renovated kitchen, to give you a tailored estimate. A little more accurate. This method provides a deeper understanding of how your home stacks up against others in the market. If you need a highly accurate and official valuation, hiring a professional appraiser is a really good option. Appraisers provide a detailed evaluation report based on an in-person inspection and market analysis. The appraiser will visit your home, evaluate its condition features, and any upgrades. They'll compare it to similar properties and make adjustments for unique features. Basically, what will happen is you'll receive a comprehensive report with an estimated value, which is often required for refinancing or selling. It is not required to have an appraisal if you are selling to a cash buyer because there's no bank involved, therefore there is no loan to be happening. So the bank isn't going to lend any money to a potential buyer unless they make sure that they're lending the exact amount that your property is evaluated at. So for instance, the bank says to a buyer, I will give you $1 million to buy this house. And then the appraisal comes in at $950,000. The bank's going to say, hold on, I'm not going to give you $1 million for that because you're overpaying what your house is worth. So the bank is going to say, we'll give you $950,000, but you got to come up with the extra $50,000 difference. Now, this is something to keep in mind. If you accept an offer that there may be that appraisal value difference. So it's very important to make sure you know what your home is worth before just accepting an offer, because even though it's a high offer, if they can't close on it, at the end of the day, you're not going to get your money. So just keep that in mind. Understanding local market trends is crucial. Check local real estate market reports to see trends like median income prices, inventory levels, and how long homes are staying on the market. This will give you a good idea of what to expect when you go on the market. Pay special attention to your specific neighborhood. How is it performing compared to the broader market? Now, I say specific to your neighborhood because I had a listing that, for example, that listing was worth about $3 million. And next door, the other houses in a different neighborhood were selling for $4 million. So they were using comparables because it was less than a mile away. They're saying, oh, my house is worth $4 million because these ones less than a mile away are selling for $4 million. But that's not the case. The biggest difference was the one next door was sitting on a beautiful real estate golf course. Huge difference. They're sitting on a golf course. This one isn't. So neighborhood to neighborhood is a huge factor, and you can't always rely on the neighborhood next to you, because if those homes were selling for $2 million and the homes right in your neighborhood are selling for $3 million, you may be able to get more or less, vice versa. Home improvements can significantly impact your home's value. Kitchens and bathrooms in particular offer high returns on investment. Evaluate how recent renovations or upgrades have increased your home's value. Refer to cost versus value reports to see the average return on investment for various projects. Every home has a unique feature that can affect its value. Consider factors like location, proximity to amenities, the condition of your home, and its size and layout. Homes near top-rated schools, parks, and public transportation often have higher values. A well-maintained home with modern amenities is often more valuable. Don't forget to check property records. Tax assessments and sales history can provide context, although tax assessments are often lower than market value. Look at your home's sales history for a better understanding of its appreciation over time, but make sure to adjust for your market changes. Compare your home to others in your neighborhood. Attend open houses, monitor local listings to gauge the competitive landscape. Seeing similar homes in person can give you a better idea of where your home stands in the market. Don't rely on just one opinion. Consult multiple real estate agents and, if possible, get more than one appraisal to compare estimates. Now, I want you to keep in mind, just because you got an appraisal does not always mean that you are going to get that price from a buyer that walks in just because it was appraised at that value. I'll use another example. I had a seller that was selling their home right across the street from a hoarder. They had a bunch of cars and just a mess in front of their house, which actually scared away a bunch of people. But they wanted 1.2 for their house, and they got it appraised for 1.2. Anyway, long story short, we had over 100 people walk in within the last 2 weeks. We did multiple open houses. We had over 100 people come in throughout those open houses, and we ended up, our highest offer was 1.1. So it was $100,000 less than what they were expecting. But to keep in mind, the appraiser doesn't always account for things like your neighbor mechanic across the street. Now, keep in mind, the guy was a super nice guy, but he was just a mess. And that turned a lot of people off when they walk out of their house and they just see a big mess. So keep in mind, the appraisal is helpful, and you definitely want it, especially if your buyer is financing, you want it to come back at value or higher. But that if you get one before doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to get that offer if you get your house appraised for that. I would recommend is talking to an agent like myself to have them just walk through the property and compare it to multiple houses around your neighborhood that have recently sold within the last 3 to 6 months to give you an idea of what your homes are selling for. Ideally, if you can find the same exact floor plan, that's going to be extremely helpful. So now, if you are in my area, definitely reach out, call or text me anytime, or send me an email. We'll set up a Zoom call. We can always talk this over, see what makes sense to you. And if you're not in my area, that's still okay. You can reach out and I'll connect you with another agent in your area. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.